Now the next video is my review of the September 7th, 2015 edition of Monday Night Raw. And once again, I didn't watch this show. I read the results. Actually, I started off not watching the show, but then I came in an hour later. I wanted to talk about this show. I wanted to talk about this show with my friends who is a major sports fan and a casual goer of WWE these days. That's one of the only reasons I watch WWE besides the roster, is to have something to talk to one of my friends who's a sports fan and a casual WWE fan. He still watches WWE today, but he's a fan of old school stuff like the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression eras. So yeah, that's the reason I'll tune into this show later. And since all the talking and stuff like with Sting and Seth Rollins, which started off the show, since all that was over, I tuned in later. When I came back in, Randy Orton was wrestling Sheamus again, and this match right here, I didn't care for it. I've seen this match so many times that I don't care for it. The only time I ever wanted to see this match was back in 2010 at the Royal Rumble 2010. That is the only time I want to see these two guys wrestling. Like I said, Randy Orton, this guy's one of my favorite things, but I just can't watch him anymore because the way he's being utilized. This guy, like I said, when compared to Cena and Triple H and Batista, he's underrated because he never got the chance to truly lead the company, despite being the best worker, man. And it's just dreadful and sucks to see where Randy Orton is compared to what he used to be. He was stuck in the mid card, man, wrestling Sheamus, who he wrestled 5 years ago. That's the only time I ever wanted to see this. It ended with I turned the TV off. When I turned it back on, Wyatt's attacked Randy Orton. Wyatt's attacked Randy Orton. Boring. And then, of course, next was a Diva segment. Skip. I skipped this. Then after this is when I turned the TV off. I didn't watch the rest. I went to the streaming website to finish the rest of Raw. And, of course, there was the Dudley Boys had a pretty good match with, the bullfighting Lost Matadors, the bullfighting tag team, and it was cool seeing, I keep forgetting which one. One of them started bullying the bull after the match, and then Devon went out the ring and they started fighting, and it ended with the Dudley Boys powerbombing him through a table. Good. That was one of the really good things. That and Cesaro versus The Miz was okay. Cesaro vs. The Miz was okay, and I think after that I clicked out because I didn't care about the main. Oh, no, I did watch the main event. The main event was boring. It was a good match, but I didn't care. It was primetime players and John Cena versus the New Day and Seth Rollins. I didn't care. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins. He also wrestled Ryback tonight, which was another awesome match. So the Dudley Boys match and the Rollins and surprisingly the Ryback match were the best matches of the night, but everything else on this show sucked or was not worth watching. WWE just sucks. Raw will always suck. Pretty much just to have something to make fun of. I'll occasionally and sometimes just review Raw, but this show sucked, man. This show sucked. It's actually funny how much this show sucks, man. How much WWE sucks these days. I can't wait for the rating for this. I can't wait to see the rating for this Raw. It ended with John Cena hitting an FU on Kofi Kingston. I fast forwarded. That match was just getting boring. Because like I said, I just didn't care. It wasn't bad. New Day and everyone performed well, but I just didn't care because I can't stand the New Day's gimmick. I can't stand the primetime players as faces. I hate John Cena, and Seth Rollins as a heel sucks. So there was nothing in his main event really worth watching. Like I said, terrible pay-per-view, man. Terrible edition of Raw. Another sucky edition of Raw. It was better than last week, but it still sucks. Alright, dugout.